Right, this is an update to Mumu after I've had feedback from the various stakeholders, and I'm going to take you through some of the changes that has been made. So nobody had any issues with the first login page, and I'm just going to scroll past the first login page after you've added your username and password and you've clicked login. So after the very first change coming up is in the emoticons that pop up when you have to scroll and choose how you're feeling now. And the student stakeholder response was that I had the smiley face, the very happy face, and the sad face. And they requested that I rather add a neutral face because nobody who's super happy is going to go on a mental health chatbot. So it's either the sad or the neutral face, and then click next. And obviously again for this prototype, I'm going to click on the sad face. The pop-up still appears where it says you can get help in times of a crisis, and you call the SADAC crisis line. And the student stakeholder said to add a third option onto this little pop-up so that the student or staff member still has the option to call chat or use the self-service, because with a mental health chatbot, you'd still want to give them the opportunity of choosing what they want to do themselves, even if it is in a crisis. So the third option has been added here. I'm going to scroll on to what opens next. If I don't call, I close that call screen, and then it takes me to the welcome screen. So there's been some changes in the welcome screen as well. The two other stakeholder groups liked the SOS button, but the one stakeholder group said some people think SOS is, if you click on it, it's going to bring an ambulance. And the other stakeholder said that an SOS felt like a trigger to them. So I've decided to change it to the little telephone so that when you click on it, it's going to pop up this little thing again. So the SOS has now been changed to the little telephone icon in the corner. The welcome to your safe space stays. It still says, hi, I'm Umi, your AI friend, and you can still use Start Chat or browse the content as in the previous prototype. But what now has also been changed to these pages is a little cross at the bottom that completely closes down the app, as was requested by the student stakeholder group. So for the prototype, I'm going to click on Start Chat because I want to chat to Mumu for my project. What has been added and what was requested from the service provider stakeholder group is that every time you start chatting to Mumu, it doesn't matter how many times a day you do it, you must get the pop-up reminder that it's an artificial intelligence, with the whole message that we try and keep it as accurate as possible. The information is not professional advice. Obviously, this is not the full information that will go on there, but this is to ensure that the user knows privacy is guaranteed, and that this is an AI, and that this is not professional advice. And this should pop up each time. And as you can see, the cross is there as well to go out of the app, as well as the little caller icon if it's required. So I'm going to click on Start Chat, and the chat will open. Nothing much was changed here. It's still the chat zone with the caller, with the little icon and the closing button. Now, if I wanted to click on the browsing the content, or the self-care option, it would have taken us here to the self-care page. Nothing has changed here. Everything is still the same, except obviously for the cross and the little caller icon. So I'm going to go ahead and say, okay, I want to use the help, and it'll still open up to all the contact numbers you receive here. So this page and the previous page did not change. The only thing that did change was the fact that you can completely close the app at any time, and that there's a little caller icon instead of an SOS. So in each one of these pages, there's a little burger icon. If you click on it, it'll open up a space where you can change your profile, or you see anything else that has been added by the team afterwards. And this is what will open. It's a little place where you'll see your own name that you've added to the chatbot. If you click on here, you'll be able to open your profile. Click on Moomoo, you'd be able to go back to the chat. Our promise is the promise of privacy, that none of the data is saved, and again the artificial intelligence promise on that as well, as previously said. And then on this page, you'll also be able to give feedback on what you think works or don't work on the app. And that was all of the changes made.